Hello, English 28 students. This is Mr. Clayton once again, introducing you to week 2 of the English Writing Lab. Congratulations, you made it past week 1. Now, before we move on, I do want to mention this is only happening for this week. In case you didn't make it past week 1, do that now because that will be open until the end of the week along with week 2. All right, this will be the only week where two different weeks will be open at the same time. So if you need to complete week 1's assignment, you have until Saturday, along with week 2's assignment. All right. So they're both due on Saturday by 2 p.m. So make sure you get that done throughout the week. All right, guys. And this is the only time it's going to happen next week. It's just going to be week 3, week after that, just week 4, and so on and so forth. All right. Now we got that out of the way, let's talk about this week's assignment. All right. So let's head over to modules, our best friend in terms of knowing where we're at. So you want to see what week 2 is all about. So you want to click on assignment 2, or as you recall, do assignment first before project. All right. If you do not do the assignment, the project will be impossible in this case. All right. It'll always be very hard with the assignment. So always do assignment first. All right. So let's click on assignment. And you will see that this week we're talking about email etiquette. All right. Just in case you couldn't see the giant logo right here. So this is gonna be a little bit different from last week. Last week you were reading, what was already on the page and taking notes and that kind of thing. This week you will still be taking notes, and in this case you'll be going to different links. All right. So as you notice, it says assignment 2 part 1, assignment 2 part 2. As always, do them in order. Part 1, you're going to want to click on this link here. All right. So when you do click it, it's going to take you to a separate website. It should look a little like this. As you see, there's going to be a PowerPoint presentation that you're going to need to read through very thoroughly. It's all about sending emails with the right type of etiquette. It's all about writing the best email you possibly can. And this is important not only for emailing your professors and instructors and that kind of thing, but it's also really important to do in life. If you're sending an email to a potential employer or something like that, you're going to need to know how to send a proper email and how to be as polite as possible and have as much etiquette as possible when doing it. All right. So make sure you take plenty of notes, write down anything you can, like on a sheet of paper or something like that, and just have that in mind. So let's head back over to the other tab. So you want to keep that tab open, as a matter of fact. So just in case you want to refer back to it or take more notes in case you didn't take enough or you feel like you didn't take enough. Once you've done that, head over to part 2. In this case, you'll be reading an article. With this article, first of all, read the whole thing. Second of all, you're going to see it wants you to look up 3 words using dictionary.com. Please choose words you're not too sure what they mean, all right? Otherwise, this isn't fun. So once again, like the last part, you want to click here. So click on the links that they provided. And you'll be taken to this article right here. So, read it on your own, read it in your own time. And then look for some words you may or may not know very well, all right? So let's say, for example, let's just find, obviously you'll have better words. Actually, let's do a one I see all the time. So petulant, all right? We have this word petulant. So what you want to do, go back to the tab where the assignment was. You see. So I had to move some things for this to work out properly. There we go. So go back to this tab and you want to click on this link right here, which sends you to dictionary.com. All right. So when you're here, the word that you didn't know, you want to type it in, petulant. And you will see that it has, some, in this case, just one definition. Some words that you look at, they might have several. Some will have like 1 or 5 or 3 or something like that. You want to choose the one that best fits the context of what that sentence was saying. So in this case, and wrote a petulant message. So obviously here it's being used as an adjective or something to describe the message. So see adjective right here. So in this case it says move to or showing sudden impatient irritation, especially over some trifling annoyance. So what we do not want you to do not do this. Don't copy and paste what it says, all right? You can write it down in your notebook along with the other email etiquette notes, but when you actually write down the answers later on for the project, you're going to want to write in your own words, all right? So just whatever your understanding is of this word, you are going to write it in like your own words. So you're not going to say move to or showing sudden impatient irritation. All right, you're going to say something along the lines of like, petulant means to be annoyed at something or to be irritated at something or someone or something along those lines. All right. So read through this article, find 3 words that you feel that you're not too confident about, and not too, maybe you haven't seen it before, maybe you've heard it before, but you don't know what it means. Those are the best words to look up. It's always good to know new words, all right? So let's head on back to the assignment. Sorry that I'm moving the cursor over so much. The recording thing is just kind of in the way, but that's not a problem of yours. So let's move this an inch that way. So once you've looked for your words, once you've read the article, you're going to want to move on to the project. All right, so you've taken your notes about email etiquette, you've read through the article, and you found your 3 words. So you're moving on to the project. And much like last time, it's going to be a text box thing. So get that ready, hit submit assignment. Sorry for sniffling, I'm recovering from a cold. I thought I wasn't sick, then ended up being sick. Oh well. So as you notice, it's divided into 3 different questions. Question 1, once you look at that, we're looking up 3 words from dictionary.com. All right, cool, because you found your 3 words already. So for the text box, I don't know why it's way down there. Like write down your word, petulant, and then your definition of it. All right, so not the dictionary.com definition, but your own personal definition. All right, so to be annoying, or to irritate. All right, so something along those lines. So just make sure that it's a more complete sentence in this, but just basically along the lines, you're going to want to write, like word, which is a phrase of some sort, and then, number, a number. These are obviously awful examples, just so you know, but when you look at your 3 words and you write your definition and what the words are, it should look a little something like this. All right, so you numbered it. We can tell which words you're looking at, what the definition is like, and you're going to want to make sure that, obviously it's going to be a lot more, like you're going to write a full sentence, all right? So that's that first question. Question number 2 is asking you, what 3 guidelines you learned from the email etiquette PowerPoint. So you're looking at this PowerPoint again, remember. So any 3 guidelines you think are most important, you're going to look back at that, all right? And then the third one, imagine that you're writing an actual email to somebody, all right? Use these guidelines. So casual language, try to stay away from that when writing an email. Formal language, that's like the best thing you can do. Just write a practice email. All right, that's really all we're asking of you. So just to recap, part 1, your 3 words and your 3 definitions. Make sure they're complete sentences and make sure they're words that you've never heard of before and they're in your own words, okay? Part 2, 3 guidelines you thought were important from the PowerPoint presentation, and once again, complete sentences in your own words. That's the most important thing to us, is that you're understanding what we're asking and that you can, reiterate it in your own words, all right? And then just write a practice email. That's the third part. Complete that email, make sure they're all in the text box here. Call a tutor over, have them look at your work, see if there's anything you need to change or if anything has gone awry completely, or if there's anything that you feel really confident about, see what they have to say about it. And then when they give you the okay, hit submit assignment, and you'll be done with the assignment and the project for the week. All right. So if you have extra time, once again, we have optional activities that you can do per week. Those you can go forward and back in terms of weeks. And for this week, that is about it. All right. If you have any more questions, let either me or one of the instructors or one of the tutors know. Okay. I'm going to go drink a gallon of orange juice and hopefully feel better. So good luck this week, guys.